Okay, just gonna record this little drive from Walmart back to the Lacey library. I was seriously contemplating going back, 'cause I'm not too thrilled about it. It's the same old thing, and I'm getting quite bored of it. But there's just a couple more things I want to look at. I'm surprised that there's so much I still want to look at around Olympia. It's pretty much just like one more thing, because I feel kind of like I'm missing out on that spring, that natural spring. I want to just get a good look at it, but I don't want to drive in. I think I want a bicycle, which is like an hour's bicycle. Such a long distance to get back to Olympia, but I don't know, I'm just really curious about it. Just want to get one quick look at it. Get some water from it. I mean, does it still flow? There's debate about whether it flows or not. If they're gonna cut it off. And yeah, I just wasn't made clear on that. And I'd like to really look. I mean, I've driven past it a few times now, and I never really gave it much thought. I saw it on the YouTube. People have recorded it a little bit. But I'd like to get more of a look. I'm surprised that every time it's been recorded, there's always been a lot of people around it. Is it always like that? Are people playing basketball around it and stuff? So I'm curious about that. And I was also thinking about maybe taking a look at the hospital too, since it's so well hidden. It looks like a very large hospital. And I'm also just a little nervous about going to DuPont. DuPont doesn't look like it really offers much for privacy. I just can't. There's no Walmart there, at least. I think it's going to be a little more difficult to sleep anywhere. And I look for alternatives, but I don't know. The alternative doesn't look very reliable. I might need to look for a second alternative. Go for Plan C. But either way, I'm trying to reduce my driving as much as possible. Drive as little and save gas as much as possible. And sticking around Lacey can offer that. I spent 2 nights in the Walmart parking lot. That's what I kind of try to do, is like not drive for a couple days at a time. That's the goal. Try to rely more on walking and bicycling. But yeah, as I try to save the money, I get kind of bored of the place, because these places don't really offer much to me beyond just looking at it for the first time. It's not like I can afford to do anything. I'm just taking free tours, and then it gets boring after that, because there's nothing else I can do. So I can only look at the the same thing so much. I'm just amazed that I owned a house for 8 years. I was pretty bored. I'd say I was so bored I was depressed. I was actually suffering from depression for long periods of time. So that's it, you know. It's like when the excitement wears off, which can take a couple of weeks sometimes, then you start getting bored, and then through that boredom, depression will set in. And depression set in pretty quick when I bought that house. But I suffered through it. I kind of fought through it as well as I could, trying different herbal remedies and trying to rely on the internet. But I still maintain that depression. Moving around really helps alleviate depression. It's just there's side effects for that, just being dirty all the time and stuff, not having any work, just seeing new things all the time help out with relieving depression, but it hurts in other ways. And Lacey, I actually tried to sleep in the university parking lot, but got busted at 1 a.m. by their little security patrol. And I had to get out of there, but I tried. I was curious if they even had security, and they do. But I also wanted a different place to sleep, too. They told me about Walmart. But that night I decided to just sleep in the library parking lot again. But there's really nowhere else I'm interested in sleeping around Lacey. I've tried all different places. I've slept in the library parking lot, next to the movie theater, and in Fred Meyer's, in a Safeway, at Walmart, several places. There probably are other places, but they're not that interesting to me. I've slept in all the places I found interesting, where I could wake up in the morning and pull out the bicycle and check out the area, or just walk around the area. It's like a new area, but there's really nowhere else now that is of any great interest around Lacey. I've seen a lot of it. I thought about talking to that guy that runs the museum and seeing. It'd be interesting to see what he would have to show me in his hour tour. I don't know what else he could show me that I haven't seen already. I'm sure he'll find something, but I've seen quite a bit that seems interesting, and they're just that one more thing type of deal now with the spring water, and it's not even that big of a deal. It's just a continuous spring. Just a continuous spring. But there's a little debate around it, political debates, on whether to keep it running or not, I think. Oh. Yeah, this is a nice little area, but I don't know. I've seen it enough. The I seen three cop patrols through Walmart last night. They'll just patrol through Walmart, but they don't bother the sleepers, which is nice. All right, I'll stop this early.